Anybody who's listening to this, you can be whatever you want to be, but you can't bullshit the process.
106 in Park was created by me.
The music is all about information.
Position don't give you the power. Information gives you the power.
I think we're going through a creative pandemic right now.
If you moved on 10 or 15 or 20 years after me, why is you talking about me?
Tupac Shakur, when he rocked this world, he'll pull up to your house with your boyfriend in there.
Yo, this is Big U. I just finished the GAUDS Show. Check me out tonight or get slapped.
Yo, what up, everybody? This is the GAUDS Show, and my name is Ray Daniels, a.k.a. the Culture Referee.
And my name is Tamira Smith, a.k.a. a girl from Harlem.
And we have this is a special show. This is actually like out of our flow. This is something that I wanted to do. We have a legend and some friends who are also making moves. My big bro, I'll say to this, I remember when I saw all of this stuff going on with him, I called him and I was like, bro, you got to talk to somebody in Atlanta that knows the importance of you. Because sometimes there are people who are going to hear you speak and not know what you are, not know the importance of you, not knowing how many people you and the group you was in and the team you was with raised. And he was like, I was like hoping I was gonna have to convince him. I thought I was gonna have to convince him. And before I could even get out, he said, Ray, let's do it. And then my brother Newface DM'd me, sent me the videos and was like, yo, you see this? I was like, I've been seeing it. I talked to Gipp. He said, you need him on the GAUDS Show. Now, I was like, I need you to call him too. He said yes to me, but I need you to call him. And if he does it, I want you on the show. So if you wonder what we're doing, and we have a new, I ain't gonna say a newcomer, I'm just meeting him, but this nigga got 3 Grammys and this nigga producer everybody, and he a hit writer, got platinum records. And everybody. So I want everybody to give it up for Big Gipp, James Worthy, and Newface. It's not going to be our typical kind of show. This is going to be a show where we're going to really just give the floor and the Gipp, and we're going to talk about everything, and then we're going to get into the project with him and James. But this is going to be a fun debate, conversation. I'm just excited that Gipp is here. So, Gipp, have you been in the news lately?
Yeah, I've been in the news a little bit for comments that I may have said and rubbed a few people wrong. Well, a lot of people wrong.
We need to stand on it, though.
Yeah, but I'm going to stand on it, all day, because, I mean, it's knowledge behind the answers. So,
and that's why, Tamira, we wanted him here. Because when people see people talking, I don't even want to say shit, but telling their truth, people try to make it salacious. Like, and I'm like, if it's one person in the city of Atlanta, if it's one person in the city of Atlanta that has the best heart, it's Gipp. Nobody got a better heart than Gipp in this city. A rapper, I don't give a fuck who you are. High, low, he gonna show you love. And I ain't talking about regular, I'm talking about like love. Like you think, like I thought Gipp was my cousin. Nigga showed me so much love. I was like, I think we related, nigga, the way you treated me. Nigga, like, fuck, I'm fair. And I'm talking about, we met in the business terms, and he was like, Ray, baby, I need you. And I'm like, nigga, you know who you are. Nigga, you know y'all raised me. You know, I used to still take my aunt car and play Fighting live from the Omni. You know, I used to play y'all shit. I could recite every word on Soul Food album word for word. So I was like, yo, Gipp, man, I just know you don't have I know if you saying it, there gotta be some reasons behind it. And that's the point of this show. I wanted him to give his reasons, and we can disagree. And at the end of the day, we're going to laugh about it because who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Gipp a legend too. And that's what we're going to show. So let's get it. Tamira, you got any questions?
Yeah, well, first of all, your opinion matters. A lot of people, they see clips on the internet and they see men talking with mics and they think you're just talking just to talk. But you actually have a lot of history. And you, like Ray said, you could stand on it. One of the things that I saw that you said that I wanted you just to elaborate and explain to me. So
Harlem's coming out.
We've been
Harlem's coming out.
And of course, this is about New York. So one of the things you said was that, like, if you weren't from New York or a conscious rap group or rapper, you weren't going to be at the BET, invited to BET events. You weren't going to be at the Source Awards. So tell me a little bit about how you kind of broke into that scene and you weren't a conscious rapper all from New York, but still were all those places.
Goody Mob was conscious.
Yeah, we are a conscious group. And I mean, the proof is that our first single that we dropped out into public, which was Cell Therapy, I was banned from MTV and I was called a racist. So
Love
Mm.
racist.
I've been blackballed since the first time I walked into the door
I know that's
of the
right.
music business.
Wow. I
So
didn't
how do you
know
even
that.
overcome stuff like that?
I mean, you overcome it by just fighting it with truth. You know, even though they banned us at the time, we turned out the next thing we know, we get a call from Harvard University. They asked us to come and speak to their students about this song Cell Therapy. So we knew that we were getting banned by MTV and Blackball, but at the same time, people that was in higher educational institutions wanted us to come and talk about this song called Cell Therapy, which, as we know, we just lived in a pandemic. So Cell Therapy became the real deal Holyfield 25 years later after the song was made. When we first made the song, people didn't even understand the song. But we got the concept from reading a book called Behold a Pale Horse, where it talked
Wow.
about the future and where we would end up. And we talked about, in those times, there were no cameras. There were not cameras on every block. There were not different helicopters and a lot of things that was going on. So we depicted that how the world would be 20 years before it actually happened. And when we had the pandemic, that was the first time that all over the world people went on the internet to research what are we in, and the thing that came up was cell therapy. So the record became bigger during the pandemic than it's ever been the first time we put it out.
Crazy.
Wow.
It kind of renewed us to a whole new generation that was looking for some kind of song in music that could explain the pandemic, and cell therapy always came up.
So you said some shit.
Mhm.
A lot of shit, by the way. And nah, for real, I understand it. Like, I called you and we spoke about it. I didn't agree with some of it, but like, first of all, I have to ask a question. I have to ask this. What the hell made you wake up and choose violence? Like, what made you wake up and say, like, James, like, what was it when he said, start telling these motherfuckers the truth?
I think if you think about it, I've been like this since the day you met me.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I just think it's just we in this new world where if your opinion different, people call you a hater.
Mm.
I'm not a hater. I just don't agree.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I've been raised different, so the way I look at things are gonna be totally different. I didn't come from the projects. I came from a home. I came from a mother and father. So the way that I look at things and the way that I interpret things is gonna be totally different than somebody that might come from the project. My mind and the people that I've been around my whole life has always been at a high level.
Exactly.
So it's like when I came into the music business, I had already been on airplanes and trains and around the world and had my own cars and different things that I know a lot of other artists come into the game, they kind of crave for those things. So they change and they'll do whatever this system tell them to do to be able to get those gifts and those trinkets from this game. And I've always felt like before I get this game my soul, I'll walk away.
Mm.
So that's the reason why you hadn't heard Gipp all the time or it's like I don't speak unless I got something to say. And all I'm saying and all I wanted to do was make the industry and make even the artists that's in this industry right now realize that I fought the war for this South to have respect in this game.
By the way, Gipp, if you go look at the clip right now, anybody watching and go look at the clip, Source Awards 95, Outkast wins Best New Artist. You see Big Gipp standing right behind Dre.
Yeah.
When he said the South got something to say. I was watching that shit on TV. I went crazy when they won. When y'all said the South got something to say, I was like, nigga, we do.
And Ray, from that clip, you got to understand that we felt rejected that night.
So I want to go back to that night because you was there.
Yes.
By the way, somebody needs to do a documentary on the Source Awards 95 Source Awards. I think that was probably one of the most infamous award show in hip hop history, and nobody has a copy of it. I need a copy of it. Like if Benzino and them, they want to make a whole lot of money real quick. Put that shit up on iTunes right now and watch that shit sell out. It's like a timepiece. So you were there. So can you take me to the room as much as you can remember that night?
The room. This is the source that really mattered because this is the first time that all of us had success in the industry. But this was the first time that we all saw each other in the flesh.
Yes, because there wasn't no phones out.
There were no phones. It was no kind of, all we had was BET. And if you was in that special team, you made it. If you wasn't, you wasn't. But to be in that room that night, you was with the Warriors. It was just like the movie The Warriors. It was like all these different gangs coming together and these different entities and different energies. And we all was in this building for the first time. It was just like being on a yard in a prison. Because everybody came with they people. Wu came with about 100 people. You had Death Row there. They got 100 people. You got the beefs going on between the different entities.
Was the tension in the room? Did you feel it?
It was all the way like it was like being in jail, right?
Wow.
Like it was like being and it was all the tough guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you got to look at being in that situation where it was just we walked in the room with just Goody Mob, Outkast, and Shanti Dawson. And
wow. Shout out to Shanti.
You know, so for that to be in that room, I watched Corrupt and Daz, them battling people out there they going outside and wanting to battle New York rappers. Like, you know, like we gonna show y'all that we can rap as good as y'all.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? Like you had the Wu-Tang in the back of the room, like kind of upset that New York didn't really mess with Wu-Tang then. They was just like, they were treated just like the South because they was like, man, y'all from Staten Island. Don't nobody know y'all. You know what I mean? But you got to look that it was just changing because, and then you had Death Row there. This is the emergence of the West.
Hold on, I got your question. Did y'all win y'all award before or after Suge said what he said? Because when Suge said what he said, it was like everybody had to be on alert. Like, hey,
it was
we got your shit on you.
Yeah, it was on then. It was after that. It was after that situation. That's why everybody was just on a certain alert. Once we got up on the stage, we already knew it was Anna in the air. So it could have broke out with anybody. So it like for us, it was like Goody Mob at that time, we were the protectors of Outkast. It's like you touch them, it's gonna go bad.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's like that's the reason why you saw us lead like that. And that's the reason why you saw Dre make that statement, because he kind of felt like wow, like we just got album of the year.
The way they said it. Outkast?
Yeah, like So you gotta understand, there it is again. There go your bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't earned this right, and you hit us with that. So that's why Drake kind of got up like, okay, all right, cool. We're going to say what we got to say, and we left. But one thing they don't understand, that we came back home and blanked out for 10 years straight where nothing moved but us in the South.
I got to say something.
Nothing moved.
People say I was controversial when I said this. I feel like we always put Outkast in the Dungeon family, Goody Mob over here. Like, because let me tell you what I mean. You guys were like nothing in the world. So it was like we just was thankful that y'all was from Atlanta. Because nobody could duplicate that sound. Nobody ever duplicated the sound.
Nobody ever duplicated
It's like
us.
literally, and if you play some of that shit right now, it still feels like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. Was not dated. And I will say about that Source Awards, that event overpowered, and I want to shout out to Big Mike. And maybe you don't know this, maybe you know this. He won Rapper of the Year, Lyricist of the Year.
Right.
Big Mike, a Southern artist on Rap-A-Lot, won, but that news and that Andre thing kind of took it over, so shout out to him. But that moment right there, like you said, that was historical right there, brother.
I got a question. Was New Face there?
No, I didn't come to
I was wondering that.
I came in 99, and I was there with Gipp. Man, the Gipp had the Flies outfit. It was green, and it looked like tennis balls all over it. And I was in the back with Redman, and they had beepers for everybody. And Scarface won Lyricist of the Year award, and I was in the bathroom with Redman, Method Man, and Scarface. And they told him he won, and his beeper, he didn't know. And it's like, you won, so they had to redo it. But I was at that Source Awards.
Damn. I ain't nobody's gonna let y'all niggas know, don't play with my name. I was young, but 95, but 99 when I was old enough, I was there. But so it was one more thing about those awards that I don't, like, man, please, Benzino, put the shit on iTunes. I will buy it right now. I'm dead serious.
I just seen Dave Mays the other day.
Bruh, but Dave Mays, you gotta put the Source Awards on iTunes. Like, bruh, it'll sell out immediately. It was one part about the awards I remember was when Method Man performed. Cause you remember it was East Coast, West Coast beef, and Method Man went into the crowd.
Right.
And was like bumping niggas like
was
bumping like niggas from the West Coast. Like, I remember watching this shit like, yo, these niggas is about to go crazy in here.
And I think that's the reason why Suge did what he did. Because we gotta still understand that we knew and everybody knew we was in New York.
Yep.
But, you know, it was also like, this was the first time that all of us could show each other what we could do live. You know what I mean? And the Death Row Show is still one of the most incredible rap intros I've ever seen in rap, besides LL Cool J coming out the box. You know what I mean? So it's like, it was just a crazy time because you getting to see Rage, you getting to see the Dog Pound, you getting to see Quick, and also 8, you know what I mean, was in the crowd. So it was so much going on. But it was funny because after that, you know, we understood what we had to do, and it gave us the chip on our shoulder that made us come back home and make great music. And I just want to just let everybody that saw my last interview, I never speak from a place of a fan.
Or malice, by the way. That ain't even your heart, bro.
Or malice. You know, when I speak from the place that I was in the crew that was so dynamic that we didn't listen or even look at nobody else for 10 years. You see what I mean? Like, we didn't even look at, we're changing the styles. We're changing the way people speak, the music. It was about us making sure that we did everything to make sure that nobody ever disrespect us again. And that's the reason why when I speak from a place that you can't son me. I was there.
Yeah.
I'm not speaking from a place of a person that might be a reporter or anything. I was speaking from a place that I was in that crew that lit that fire and went and fought for us.
And still ain't,
you know,
has there ever been a rap group to sell 10 million records and win best album of the year at the Grammys?
No. We're the only crew that ever won 6 Grammys, album of the year, single of the year, everything, and brought it home. And we did it so late in our career. We did it 2010 when everybody who was on the field with us wasn't even playing no more. So when people just say things or certain things, it kind of raises I'm from the 90s, bro. We about aggression.
Yeah.
You say something, you got to prove it.
Yeah.
You know, and when a real player on the field, he gonna ask you about it.
Yeah.
What's happening, pimp?
Yeah.
You for real? You know what I mean?
I love it. I love it.
I'm like, you know, I went to war for this.
Yeah.
Now, if you gonna stand out here, make sure you got the skill.
Yeah.
Because guess what? If they chop your head off, you a clown after that.
Yeah.
See, they can't never play with me because I ain't never come to play with them.
Period.
This is about I learned hip hop from the ones that I felt like always. I was never in love with the arrogant rapper. No, that wasn't my style. You know, I didn't never have to be arrogant in nothing I did. So when I came across it, was kind of like a turnoff to me. So I gravitated to Chuck D. I gravitated to KRS-One. I gravitated to Ice-T. I gravitated to everything that I was made up of. You know what I mean? And I just tell people this, that you got to understand that I've watched all these rappers come up from just being the first rapper, like opening acts. All of us has been opening acts. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying this, and this is for hip hop, period. When you make money, when you make what we do strictly about money, that means that it ain't no soul in it. And if we all gonna just play like we in high school and we gotta do it just one way and only one way made it, then you disrespecting those that created other lanes for others. If I didn't do it your way, you can't put your crown over me because I never traveled down your street to make it in this business.
Spin, right? Spin, nigga. Hey, bro.
You know, and I don't never, and my challenge is only to be the best. I am always at war with the machine, man. Because the machine is always trying to replace me.
And when you say you, what do you mean you?
The artist. The artist. The artist that can do it from scratch to finish. That's how I was taught. And it's not your opinion as a record exec or the industry. Let the people decide.
Yeah.
And right now, we got an industry that's controlled.
By
in
who?
Every aspect. No, it's just controlled in every aspect. Either you're too old, either you ain't in the right crew, either you ain't stroking the right ball, licking the right tank. You know what I mean? You know, I don't do none of that, partner. I'm from the
you never played your
90s.
game. Not only
I
that,
don't join your crew. I stay on my side, and I make you respect it.
But it's something very important though that I gotta say. But not only
That's
that,
all.
like when the clip come out, because obviously there was a clip of you speaking about Pac versus Hove.
Yeah, and I
and I get it. By the way, Jay-Z is my favorite rapper of all time. I learned a lot, but I'm at the core. I'm a businessman. I'm a capitalist, and I like that about him.
Yes.
But I also am an artist whisperer. So when I hear artists speak, I gotta listen from a different perspective because I never heard this perspective before. I always looked at it like, and there's always arguments in hip hop. Jay-Z versus Pac. If niggas say if Big didn't die, Jay wouldn't have became what he. It's always gonna be arguments of what coulda, shoulda. But I feel like Hove was talented and smart enough to last the test of time, which he did. But I'm not an artist, so when I hear another artist speak, I kind of like, and I can hear I can hear that there's no malice. It's just
it's no malice.
It's just it's like some people prefer Chuck D. If my uncle was here, my uncle would say Chuck D would wrap circles around Jay-Z. Like Jay-Z is way better than Chuck D to me. Like it's not even close. My uncle's like, man, you ain't never listened to Fight the Power. He ain't never said none of that man will fight the power. So it's like there is a preference.
But see, it is a preference. But see, this is what I don't like about hip hop. When you do something that they don't like, they just turn away and act like they don't see it.
Yeah.
Now let's be honest. M out-rapped everybody. He got on the track real. M out-sold everybody during those times. So if you want to crown people, let's go about the numbers and let's say, don't try and just exclude him for you know.
I'm gonna exclude Eminem.
You know what I mean?
My team looking like, oh shit. But I'll tell you why though.
And then I say, then let's look at 50 Cent when they got mad at me when I said that. I said, when 50 Cent dropped, Jay-Z records stopped in the South. Now, why would I say that, Gipp? Because 50 Cent rap more like a Southern rapper. So at the time, you gotta understand.
I love the face. I love the face. I love the
Yes, I'm understanding.
I can actually prove it to you and back it up to you if you want.
Yes. And I'm understanding this because you gotta understand. This the South.
New York and
This the South. This the South. So when your music come out, most of the time, where the first place they take it?
New York radio.
The strip club.
Oh, in Atlanta, yeah.
And when 50 Cent first record dropped in the strip club, the world stopped.
Hold on. I want to get Tamira's take.
I'm
the face. No, say what you gotta say.
I'm just trying to. I'm playing Get Rich or Die Trying, the first album in my head. I'm going through the tracks. I'm just trying to see the Southern influence.
Can I tell you? Can I do it?
Sure.
You can find me in the club. Bottle full of bug. Mommy, I got the X.
That still give New York vibes.
No, that is Southern rap. You can find me in the club. Bottle full of bug.
What you standing up for?
But no, I'm just saying that. Don't get me wrong.
Shayna, can I get some backup?
I
need a New Yorker.
No, hear me out real quick. No. Listen. I'm just giving you a perspective
of somebody living here.
I'm not trying to. First of all, 50 Cent is obviously a New Yorker, but when you hear the not finishing your words, New Yorkers are very much about saying everything.
Yes, that's why.
Say club.
Remember the first video.
Say club.
Remember the first video.
You don't say club. We say club.
I see what you're saying.
And
that's what I'm saying.
And remember the first video. What did 50 start off with the girl walking with the booty then? Boom, boom, bang. Bang. That thing went
with
straight
the G-Unit
went straight in the strip club. You know what I mean? Woo! So that's all I was saying when I was saying that. And another thing, I was like, hey man, let's be real. New York didn't crown 50 over Jay because West Coast did his music. Zaga.
I never thought about that. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Damn, I never thought about that.
Zaga.
Hold on. First of all, I got the mic fell. I need to fix it right there. Hold on, I gotta say something. I'm holding it up, but hold on, I gotta say something. Because I am a person that says I don't think you can include Eminem on the top 10. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you why though. Let me tell you why. Because if you look at hip hop history, every rule that every black dude had to play, Eminem didn't have to play by those rules. Every black artist that made a hit, that wanted to be a global superstar, had to make records geared towards women. Period. Every rapper that wanted to be a superstar had to make records for the club.
So race mattered.
No, I'm just saying. Eminem didn't have to do none of that.
He didn't have to do none of that.
And not only that, no rapper could have dropped, "Hi, my name is,"
and talked about your girlfriend, your wife,
or I'm Slim Shady the other, Slim Shady the other. Like no black rapper could have done that.
Yeah.
So you got to look at 50 Cent. I mean, Eminem was more like he was playing his own sport.
Yeah.
He called it hip hop.
Yeah.
He played respect to hip hop, Detroit. I don't want to disrespect it. He played respect to hip hop. When he produced records, he didn't charge hip hop artists. He played respect to the culture. That's why we love and respect him.
Right.
But I'm just saying.
So
I don't want to compare him to Jay-Z. Had to do girl records. He had to do pain records.
Right.
He had to do club records. He had to do shit that Eminem never had to do.
Right.
And when he got on the Lean Back remix, I don't care what nobody in here say, his rhythm was off.
Right, okay.
Tell me his rhythm wasn't off. Tell me Eminem rhythm wasn't off on the Lean Back. I got the 9 to nothing. Come on, Detroit. I know Detroit here. I don't want to disrespect. You got an Atlanta shirt on. But I'm just saying, I am one of those people that, mind you, I think Eminem is incredible. He is a supreme rapper, but he never had to make songs.
Okay.
And every rapper, in order to be big, had to make songs. And those songs was geared to two worlds, club and women.
Okay.
Eminem never had to do that.
Okay.
Tip, 50, don't forget 50 did, I just want to chill and smoke a lot. Like, he had
and
to.
Best Friend. And
come on. Every rapper, the game, even as street as the game is, he did records catered towards women.
Right.
He had to.
Right. Eminem
didn't. He played, and mind you, he was with Dr. Dre, so he was with the mighty Force Field. So nobody could touch him because he was with the biggest black hip-hop producer of all time who did NWA. So you really had to respect it. He was with the right people. He made a whole lot of people money, but he didn't play by the rules we play by. And for me, that's not fair. That's like Goody Mob came out the South. There's some artists that came out the South that didn't represent the South. Right. We like them, but nigga, they don't mean what Goody Mob meant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They don't mean what Outkast meant. Like, it's like the whole argument that JD had when JD said nobody puts respect on Crisscross. It wasn't that Crisscross was proper. They were kids. They were rapping like kids. When Outkast came out, they were Southern playalistic Cadillac funky music.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Second album, AT Aliens.
Right.
They made sure you knew from the jump, we betting on Atlanta, we dying with Atlanta.
Right.
And that's why I think people didn't associate Crisscross with Atlanta like they did Outkast.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I'm saying. But that still doesn't negate what they did. Because
no,
he talked some shit. He said some real shit. They sold more records than everybody. They went on tour with Michael Jackson.
They did.
But they didn't get on the stage at the Source Awards and say the South got something to say.
Right.
And I don't think that there's one more important moment in hip hop for Southern hip hop in the 90s than that moment.
That's true. And they, Outkast and wrote everything you ever heard.
Oh, that's another thing.
That's a difference. That's what I just want people to understand with me. When I speak from a crew of MCs that we have never battled each other. We've only listened to what the one has put before us, and we tried to do better. That's how we were taught in the dungeon. And it's always been about, if you're going to say something, say something. Make sure it's substance in it. Whatever you leave in music can last forever if you think about who you talking to.
Mm-hmm. Being intentional.
Let's just stick to it. It's, you know what it is? It's soul food.
That's why we did that.
It's not fast food. It's soul food.
And that's the difference. That's what they always get from us. That's why at the end of the day, we just going to be always different. That's why you can never put no crown above us. That's why I would always say, hey, man, if you're going to do any kind of list, do a South list, a North list, and a West list. But don't never put the South under nobody because nobody did it like us. And that's just it.
He said Zaga.
I'm like, that's new church, Zaga.
You're right.
And I bet on my niggas. I'm like, I bet on my youngsters. I bet on them. Like, who touching 3,000? Who touching him? Who touching? I don't care who you put them against. If you ain't produced no hey y'all, you ain't that talent.
Fuck that. If you can't name, in my opinion, now this New Face might shut me down. You can't name a better verse than Andre 3000's verse on international players.
Hey man.
You can't name, you might name verse just as good, but that verse is perfectly written. I got a text from a girl I used to see showing bruh, it's like, nigga, how the fuck did you do that?
And that's why I say, like, I'm cool with the street. I understand what I said the other day. I know the heroes of the people. I know what people mean to people, but understand what we mean to people.
You know you sound like right now, right?
You know what I mean?
Tell you sound like
Who?
You sound like Snoop Dogg on the Source Awards.
Yeah,
y'all ain't got no love for Snoop and Dre.
Yeah,
we know where the fuck we at, but y'all ain't got no love. That's real talk, though.
And the other part is that I know New York love Goody Mob and Outkast, the people. You know what I mean? Like, the first time we did a show in New York was Grandmama Funk. It was Goody Mob, Biggie Smalls, and Fat Joe. That's the first time I ever met a Puerto Rican rapper.
Wow.
I didn't even know no. I ain't even know no Puerto Rican till I met. You know what I mean? That's what people got to understand about us. The first time we met Jewish people was in New York. I never knew no Jewish people growing up. I went to school.
That's a good point.
I went to school with black people
Atlanta, baby.
my whole life. I went to school with black people my whole life.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm glad he said that. This is the reason why I claim Atlanta. I grew up in New York. I wasn't shit. I came to Atlanta, and I wasn't shit then Atlanta either. But I saw people that looked like me being the shit, being themselves. And I remember being like, nigga, I've never seen, I didn't know two-parent households where the father and the mother worked. I'd never seen that before. The mayor was black. The police chief was black. Everybody was black here. Like, my mom said that one of her friends landed in Atlanta, and I swear to God, she thought she was in South Africa. She was like, I'm in Africa, like because it's black people working, it's black people running. We superior. So
and everybody's nice here. They want to help each other. I think that's what y'all really have over the North.
But here's the thing, though. But it proves that black people are really loving and caring people.
Yeah.
Because you put us, you put us, and it's nothing but us. It's nothing but love.
That was the biggest shock.
You play us against each other, and you put us against each other. Then it becomes something else. But Atlanta, to me, and I'm gonna take it further. More than anybody, facing the Dungeon family. What they did, like, dog, that's superior. Dog, they are superior. That's why when Gipp spoke, I'm like, nigga, they're superior. Like, nigga, you don't understand. Nigga, and this is the thing I love about y'all the most, y'all niggas told the truth. See, my problem with rap, my problem with artists, period, is everybody wants to rap like the superhero. Everybody wants to rap in the Superman voice. Nobody wants to tell the Clark Kent story. So when I hear, ain't no more you, ain't no more me, it's only us with unity. Like, it's like, dog, y'all was saying, like, it's a line that your verse on Soul Food, and you start talking about, like, nigga, y'all niggas was hungry. Yeah, Shawty look good over there with them hairy legs. But I wish I could cut her up, but my stuff. Like, nigga, that was really how it was. Like, you understand, we have a famous rapper saying she look good with them hairy legs. I wish I could fuck with her, but my stomach come before sex. I need to find a way to eat.
Right.
That's the shit we grew up on. Now, don't get me wrong, you had other shit, but that shit made it human. That's why I think we take so much pride in it, because it was never a braggadocious. Like, Big Boy might have bragged a little. Big Boy was talking that pimp shit. But I'm just saying, for the most part, it was never really braggadocious. It was really like, this is what we are.
And it was about life. It was about being honest about your feelings. And we know hip hop is not designed to be honest. It's not. Most of the time, this shit is about a battle situation. I'm better than you.
Bragging on I'm better than you.
You know what I mean? And we never went into the studio, even when they came to us and said, "Goody Mob, y'all don't want to put no girls in the video, man. Y'all are just always talking about some old goddamn country shit, man. Y'all don't fuck with the hoes or something." I'm just like, you gotta understand, this is a real conversation from a record set. You know what I mean? I'm just like, yeah, we fuck with. Yeah, but it's like, we don't make that kind of music, King. You know, you gotta understand, for us to go through the different eras, I've been through 7 or 8 eras.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And survive.
Yeah.
And I look at it like, every time Atlanta came, it was all about fun. It's like the club used to be fun when Lil Jon and them used to come on, man. We having fun. Everybody having fun. It just seemed like, once the trapping and we start talking about the streets, then here we go, the killing. Yeah, we made the money, but look at how much killing coming now. Wow. Now, it's like, what you put in the music is what you gonna get out of it. We always understood the power of what you say is the energy that you gonna bring back. So what did Gipp do when I did these interviews? I woke the industry up. Remember who we are. We getting cloudy, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
We just talking about money and things.
Mm-hmm.
The music ain't gonna mean nothing no more.
Mm.
If all the heroes play dress up in high school, that means we ain't got nothing to say to the kids.
Mm. I love this. I love this shit.
You know, that's all I'm saying. So don't take me as I'm got a personal problem with you, Khaled, or I got a personal problem with you. I don't have a personal problem with anybody. I'm at war with the system all the time.
Mm.
I'm at war with the system.
Mm.
I didn't get brought into the music business from no rapper. I got brought into the music business from Gene Khan, a singer. Gipp do this. Gipp say this. Gipp carry yourself like this. Gipp, I'm gonna start bringing you around. I'm gonna start taking you to sensations. I'm gonna start showing you Peabo Bryson. He gonna open up for me tonight at Sensation. She start, hey, my daughter, she got a birthday party. We going to the Fulton County Stadium. She got a birthday party with the Jackson 5. I've been around certain things in this that you will never understand. I walked over to my friend house, Joseph Karn house one day, and New Edition was playing basketball in his yard.
Oh, wow.
So the things that I've been able to get next to, that's why I always walked around rappers like, boy, stop. I ain't stunned about that rap shit, bro. I ain't seen black men on airliners, man. Like, you don't impress me if your game is the money. Baby, I grew up in a 2-parent household. I had 4-5 cars before I got in the game. I had all the girls I ever wanted.
Yeah.
I had big ropes in the 90s. I did everything that you say that you had to get to the rap to do. So I didn't come into the music to talk about that. I came into the music to change people's minds and hearts.
Damn.
So yes, I'm different than y'all. You ain't never seen me at your parties.
You never see me try to get in.
You never seen me trying to get in. I know I don't belong.
Yeah.
And I've been that way for 25 years. I got a personal partner, 3,000, that walked away just cause, hey man, this shit ain't the same no more. You know what? I'm cool.
Wow.
That's how we was raised. So if I gotta conform to what people think cool, I'm cool. Cause I didn't come in the game to be your friend. I came in the game to change your mind.
New face, you want to say something? You want to say something?
So, you go ahead. So when we were speaking earlier, you had brung up something and you said there's no more side doors in the industry. How has that affected the type of music we have, how people are operating in the industry?
Because now they can create artists now. They can turn Winnie the Pooh into Jay-Z if they want to. That's the truth. No disrespect, Jay. I love you. You know what I mean? But they can change anybody into whoever they want to now. And that's what I don't like about it. When they're gonna try and drop a computer motherfucker and say that he about to be an artist, you ought to think to yourself, oh my God, I'm on the chopping block.
Damn.
Now in a minute, they gonna make a computer image a star over a living, breathing person. And it's gonna be some exec that's gonna say, you know what? That's where we going.
Why you think they doing that?
Because at the end of the day, if the artists don't care nothing about themselves, why should we?
Product don't talk back. So like you got a Gipp. You got a Gipp. Somebody I seen somebody use the AI machine and they Google, I want a Whitney Houston singing Whitney Houston songs but sound like Mariah Carey. They press enter and you heard it, and whatever he typed in, it looked and sounded exactly what he typed in. They did not need a real human at all. And again, you can't get an artist like Gipp to do something that they don't want to do. So what's better? Product, like P say, product don't talk back.
But I just want to I got a message to the industry. If we all as black execs gonna do all this building and come from what we come from, but then let these kids go out here and destroy themselves, then what are we?
I said that.
What are we? What are we so? Well, if we could say that we was a part of the great 90s and all we doing is letting this system take our children and turn them into mess, what are we? If the kids don't matter and all that matters is the money, then what are we?
Right, we sold our soul.
Because at the end of the day, LA and Babyface set us down and wanted to show us how to be better artists. Take that back, Reek. That shit ain't right.
Mm.
Man, y'all got to get them hooks together. That baby where your bridge at, baby? Babyface, where your bridge at, baby? I don't even write a song till I put the bridge and the hook together. Then you get to the verses. Little things like that is where I can survive for decades because I had teachers like LA and Babyface to start off with.
So do you think that there are more, would you say that your biggest problem with today's rap is that
it's manufactured?
Everybody feel like they for themselves?
It's manufactured. Because you got a whole bunch of people out here now that think they just run the industry because they on podcasts and shit. No, man, this music. No, man, we ain't doing that one. No, we ain't doing that one, Jack. You got to get out here on the blacktop. This music. This ain't whatever business, podcast business, TV business. This ain't nothing. This is music. And if you ain't got no music, you ain't on the blacktop, Jack. You can't motherfucking control what you ain't on.
I just want to say that I do have a podcast, but
no, but you
hit me out real quick. We did win Best Record of the Year at the 2023 Grammys.
Yeah, don't forget
about
that.
a month ago. Hold on, I just want to make sure it's known that I do this shit. I do music full time. But you're right, I agree with you. That's kind of why I jumped out there because I was like, who are these people talking and what are they feeding people? And for me, I feel like we need voices that care more than we need voices that want to get paid.
So why is this an industry that tries to run out all the motherfuckers that built the roads and the buildings for it? Why do you kick? You will have a building full of children that just started listening to rap when they got to college. That don't look like me.
Nope. Don't even care about your importance.
Don't care nothing about me. But these are the people that's telling me whether I'm good or not. Right.
That's crazy. I never looked at it like that.
Right. Right. You telling me what's good or bad, but you just started listening to rap when you got at your parents' house.
That's real.
Fuck out of here.
And not only that,
you know
you're right.
I mean? That's all I'm talking about.
No, you're right.
That's all I'm talking about.
You're 100% right. Because my thing is why do I have to, it's like, I don't care where I'm at in my career. I know what your music meant to me. I don't give a fuck where I'm at. I'm going to stop and listen. Nigga, you was once one of my teachers. Why the fuck do I think because I'm up here now, I don't have to listen? No, nigga, I'm going to listen, nigga, because that's why I wanted to talk to you, because I wanted to understand you. It was like, I want the people to understand you. That's why I'm like, nigga, it ain't no setup. I just want people to see who Gipp is.
I have no hate. I have no malice for nobody. It's just I love music this much to fight everything that they think popular for it. And I challenge anybody when it come to getting in here, doing it from scratch. Hey, man, if you think you still good, get in the booth. I don't care nothing about your jury and your money. Get in the booth. Because guess what? Hey, man, the last real soldier that dropped from the Dungeon family, that's Future, ain't it?
Yeah.
Huh? So how long have we been running the game as a crew, huh? Okay, so when I say we've been kicking your ass, New York. When it comes to this music,
I love it. I love it.
When it comes to this music, we've been kicking your ass. So you can
I would love to hear your opinion
you
on
can
this,
say
Tamira.
whatever you want to say, but if you talk about eras from us, from Snap to Trap to this to that, hey man, who came up against us?
But we have different things going on. So
Let's
I
go.
had this argument.
No, I'm understanding what you're saying, but you gotta understand when it comes to this blacktop, when it comes to this music, I don't care nothing about nothing else. I do music. See, it just seems like the game had changed. Once we start whooping ass in music, oh, this what we're doing now. Oh, this what we're doing now. Oh, shit. Here we go. Change the rules every year. But hey, at the end of the day, the South dropped music. Memphis dropped music. Houston dropped music. Miami dropped music. Georgia dropped music. Don't try to stand over this shit. That's all I be saying. That's my arrogance. When you want to pull your money out, well, that's my arrogance, man. My little shoulders whooped your ass, man, for about 20 years now. Huh? Who you want to put it up against? Everybody you putting in my face, they was out when I was out.
Measuring the success though, because is it like radio hits with selling records? Like, how are we
Well,
measuring
where
this
you want to
success?
where you want to start at? Who in our
I just
song?
want to know what we're basing
No,
the
where you-
wins
where
on.
you wanna start? Let's
I'm
start.
saying this hip hop. I'm saying when you tell me an artist and I tell you his match, because I can tell you the 3 biggest artists out the South: Future, NBA YoungBoy, and pick one out of Memphis. But NBA YoungBoy now sold everybody in rap.
100%, yeah.
Drake, the Canadian, and sold everybody
Not
out
the
in
Canadian.
rap. Future and outsold everybody in rap.
Wait, how you gonna put Drake on your list?
Yeah, because
Drake
when
went
you
to
look at
South.
the top 100, who
Drake
got
was
the
signed to Drake was signed to a southern label.
Oh yeah, that's
Come on now.
So that's why you're gonna take credit for Drake.
Come on,
because
wait
he
a
was-
minute.
Let me hold on.
Come
Wait.
Drake admittedly came to Houston,
Yes,
took their dialect.
yes,
Like,
yes.
best I ever had. Like he's rapping, no, you got a roommate, call me when it go. Like, come on, bruh. Bruh, what are you talking like, bruh? This the part that the arrogance that scares me is like, you don't even hear that they're copying the dialect.
Right.
Drake rapped like let me tell you what the girls go around when the boys come around and blah, blah, blah. Like he was proper. Then he
Yes.
came to the South and then he was like, could you hold me down? Like he sounds like a Southern dude.
That's
Admittedly.
and then right now, if you go to the top #1 songs right now, 3 dudes: Drake, Future, and Lil Wayne. 2 guys from the South, 1 from Canada. I'm just talking about when we start dealing with the facts, that's when people start getting, oh Lord, let's talk about him and talk. Man, that was 15 years ago. I'm talking about right now.
But 2 of the biggest rappers the past couple years have come out of New York.
Who?
Nicki Minaj and Cardi B.
What?
Y'all
Nicki
never want
Minaj-
to talk about females.
Okay.
Y'all
I'm
never
sorry.
wanna do that.
You're right.
Nicki came out over 15 years ago.
Yeah.
But she's still dropping
yeah,
hits.
Yeah,
She's still
I love
one
that.
of the best rappers.
I love that. But
on the
let's talk
streets
about
right
that.
now.
Miss Dale brought Nicki down here first. She was not
Ooh.
accepted.
Yeah,
She was
y'all-
not
You
accepted.
know
man.
what?
Oh
Now y'all want to bring
God.
Deb into it. But she was on
Nicki
Big
broke in the
Indian on
South.
Hey, baby. The first
She came
dude.
off a
Hey,
Nicki
mixtape
broke in the
with-
South.
Hey, babe.
No,
hey,
she
babe.
came
Ask
off a mixtape.
Oh, well, ask her who spent the money.
Cardi
Ask
B
her-
biggest hit, Bodak Yellow, was a remake of a Kodak Black record from Pensacola.
Oh, bull. Yo, they not going to give me no wins.
It's not.
I got nothing. I
See,
get 0
you see what I'm
at
saying?
this point.
You see
Y'all
what I'm saying?
niggas here.
That's when I be saying, like, yo, bro, when you really go and do the real homework on this shit, that's the part that be shaking me up. I be like, why do people be trying to make that shit different? It is not no different. It's not. It's at the end of the day, yes, Cardi B.
Love
Yes.
Cardi.
I love Cardi B to death. Love her to death. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that little Southern twang with that little, that little boyfriend.
Oh,
he had
y'all not serious. No way.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely not. No, but then, but why don't y'all have any female rappers that,
We
like,
got
'cause
Lotto.
we are running.
Well, we do got
Y'all
Lotto.
got
We
gold
got
now.
Lotto. You know what I mean? And then I can tell you this. I give respect to Nicki Minaj, and if you ask Gippy, Nicki Minaj is in the top 5 because that girl held her.
I'll take
She
Incredible
held
rapper.
it down
She's
for
incredible.
10 years by herself.
By herself.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to put
Carry
her.
female
you got,
rap.
You
Yes.
got to put Nicki in the top 5. But I see that they don't treat her right
They
up
don't.
yonder. They don't treat her right.
Oh, no, we treat her right.
The
Nicki
people,
did some
the
things.
people, but the industry don't, right?
Right.
It's
Right.
it's the way New York
that's
is set up.
That lets you know that soon as you don't want to get down or lay down, then you start getting blackballed. You start, them people that don't like you, so we ain't messing with them. That's fake. And then they say, Gibby, why you say that about Nas? Yeah, I'ma say that about Nas.
Tell what you said
What
about
you said
Nas.
about
I want-
Nas?
Let me tell y'all something.
Oh, Lord, I gotta cover my ears. I know you about to say some shit that is gonna make me nervous.
Let me tell y'all something.
Oh.
Nas was the first New York rapper that I
Uh-huh.
went and bought his tape, put his tape in the Cadillac, shawty, hit the gas, and he rolled out with Gipp. I said, I like him.
Okay.
He ride. I like Nas, okay? But y'all know, for years and years, New York was shitting on Nas. Cause he ain't had the money, he ain't had the song. Even though he was the god, nah, wasn't nobody treating him right. Soon as he go get some little money from the ringtone, then here come New York. Hey, everybody, hey, you cool, no? Hey, you cool? Now we take a picture with your pussy. You know what I mean? And that's the kind of fake shit that I don't like in the industry. That's the type of fake shit I don't like. Cause the man shouldn't have never been disrespected just cause his money wasn't like the next man. So me being that I know that at the end of the day, Nas came and lived in Atlanta when it wasn't all cool for him to be in New York. Zaga.
Zaga. We not Zaga.
You know what I mean? So all I'm saying is, don't get mad cause Gippy gonna call your bullshit out. I'm not a part of your crews and your cliques. So I'm just gonna say, hey man, that look real fake, my partners. That look real fake on the God that he had to go get some money for you to treat him right. So, hey man, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me because I tell you what your uncle gonna tell you what you ain't gonna like.
I gotta ask a
But
question.
at least it got validity and you know that I'm right. Cause at the end of the day, we shouldn't judge none of us by no money, man. See, when we start doing that, we living by other people's cultures. When we start judging each other
I didn't
by
even think
money,
about it like that.
we living
Look
by
at all the faces in the room. Everybody's like, yo.
we living by other people's cultures. When we start judging each other, because we know we all was one time at school, man. When we were little, man, didn't nobody know nothing about no fashion shit, man. We riding there like, whatever we got on, we ride. Shit, here you talking about, my mama gave me this shit.
My mama brought me these.
You know what I mean? So
new.
all I'm saying is that when we start getting as adults and start doing kid games in a real live business, and these children is coming up in this business watching us treat each other wrong, and you ain't right if your jury ain't right. That's sad. That man put in a lot of work. Why should anything on him or about him not be respected?
I agree.
That's all I'm saying.
So Tamira, I have a question for you, because you are the New Yorker at the table.
Never the answer.
I love you.
No. Why do you think New York is like that?
Oh, because we're crabs in a barrel. We have this mindset, and I've spoken about this before. It's only room for one of us at the table. Not necessarily in this aspect, but like you said earlier, y'all were like, oh, if you tell somebody, oh, I'm from Atlanta, what part, y'all get hype, y'all relate, y'all bond on that. In New York, it's like, oh, you from New York? Oh, this nigga gotta go because only one New Yorker could be in the room. Like they don't embrace each other. It's always competition. Like that was the main thing I loved about coming to Atlanta. Like I remember walking down the street and three ladies was walking towards me, and I'm in my head like, I'll beat all y'all asses. I swear to God, y'all try some shit with me. And all of them was like, hello, good morning, and I felt so bad. I felt horrible, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is a completely different world."
I love that.
I was shocked, and I remember the first time I even went to the club, the girls asked me my name and what
like,
I
what's your
did,
name,
and
like,
not in New York. You get in the club and you was section. Who the fuck this bitch with? It's just automatically everything's a competition. Everything automatically is a competition. The second you walk in a room, from how you dress, everything's a competition in New York. And when I was little, they called me PL because I wore shoes from Payless one day. I didn't even know that there was such thing as name brands. I was just hyped because I had new shoes. Like you said, my mama brought this for me. These shits light up. What are you talking about? I thought I was killing it. But it's just this mindset we have. And I think it's one, the overcrowdedness, the schools we come from, everything's a competition from the moment literally you start making friends. The playgrounds is different. When my goddaughter comes out here, she be trying to beat the kids up on the playground because it's completely different. You're not getting a swing. Yeah. Everything is different in New York from the time it starts to being an adult. So I think that it's just embedded in the culture and how we live.
Because my thing is this, is that, I give an example. First of all, Cardi B and Nicki Minaj should be best friends.
I swear.
They really should.
To be clear, they should be best friends. And if they were Atlanta artists, they would be best friends.
They would be best friends.
Because I'll give an example. The girl Amaretta drops the Not Atlanta record.
Yeah,
she basically, this is where Lotto is from. Lotto still jumped on the remix, right?
Yeah.
Like, Jeezy probably felt the way about Rocco when Def Jam signed him. Same team that was behind him was behind Rocco now.
Right.
I'm gonna do me. He still jumped on the remix. So it's just certain ways that we think here where it's like, Atlanta, we gonna see each other.
Yeah.
Atlanta, we gonna run into you somewhere, somehow, and we're gonna run into you. And not only that, everybody in Atlanta got guns.
Yeah.
No, we all got guns.
That's why it's been
and what that
diplomatic.
means, so that means not only can I see you, there's a
I
chance
see
you can kill
for
me.
real, for real,
Yeah.
like,
Right? There's a chance that you can kill me at any moment. So there's a certain way we carry each other just out of respect. Like, you might not like the next nigga. You might not like the next town. That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You gonna show love and respect.
Yeah.
And not only that, we from the city where our biggest artist of all time is our humblest artist.
Right, man. Like, dude
Like,
ain't
dog,
never
like,
walked
dog,
around
like real
with
talk,
nobody.
Andre 3000 and nobody in Atlanta history, except for if you want to count Usher on Confessions,
Yeah.
did what Outkast did, but no rapper did.
Yeah.
And you'll see Andre 3000 walking down the street with a flute in his hand.
Yeah, bro.
And will stop and give you a hug. And so our culture is that if we can't act like that.
Yeah, like
if he acting like that because he
I
sold
see
more
what you're
records than
saying.
all of us, and
he's the humblest person in the room.
it's a behavior that we have together that I feel like New York might not have, because New York is about, it's the crabs in the barrel, like you said. It's about getting money and getting the fuck out of your place.
But what you said is important too. Everybody around here is black, and you've seen people rich, black million.
I've seen it.
We didn't see that growing up. I
Okay.
didn't see a lot of everybody I met. Like, I had a white mentor growing up, and she would take me to white people houses. Oh my God, them people had 2 floors in their house. They had double doors. They would eat lobster, fresh lobster, go pick it out. And that was mind blowing to me. Like, I grew up across the street from the projects. I wanted to be from the projects. That's where I wanted to be from when I was little. I was like, man, if I was in the projects, my mother could just yell at me out the window and I come upstairs or go down. Like, I don't have to run across the street. Like, my aspiration was to grow up in the projects. Now, if I would have grew up in the South, I probably would have seen black people with big ass houses.
Oh, no, but let me tell you another thing about the South. You don't live in the same place for a long time here, an apartment complex.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Like, I'm from, like, you don't
heard
live,
that, yeah.
like, there ain't nobody from Hidden Woods, where I grew up at on Godby Road,
Yeah.
that still live there.
Yeah, see, that's
Now,
that's
here's the crazy
difference.
part. There are still people
Mhm.
in Patterson Projects
Mhm.
where I came from.
100%.
And it's not just like 10%. No, it's like
It's generations.
50% of the people are still there in Patterson Projects.
Wow.
So here, you gotta do something.
Yeah,
If you don't want nothing in Atlanta, you just don't want nothing.
you don't want nothing.
And that's cool. But if you want something in New York, you gotta kill for it. You gotta fight for it. It's almost like out here, if you want to be somebody, like when Gipp, I worked at Epic. Gipp was signed to Epic. When LA was like, Ray gonna handle your shit, mind you, I'm looking at him like, he was like, Ray, what we do? It was like love. It was like, I told you, I felt like I was his cousin.
Yeah.
Like, damn, nigga, like, we just different. We just understand that we gotta embrace each other. And I feel like I never looked at it from that standpoint. Like, damn, like, it's really like, damn, Nas don't get the respect in New York the way Jay got or the way Puff got. And I didn't understand why. That's why
Because he came with knowledge. It's almost like, and when I look at our community and I be like, damn, like, why does it seem like when it comes to being smart, people turn their backs on that? You know what I mean? But then they'll praise the drug dealer for being smart and not going to jail. But then when you try and come in from a smart place, then I don't want to hear it because it ain't got no street on it. That's the part that fucks me up with black people.
I think I understand what you were saying when you did all those interviews recently. You were just saying that we need balance.
Yeah.
And we need to celebrate the talent.
You need to celebrate the talent more because it just seems like right now the machine got control. You know what I mean? The machine got more control of the industry than the artist. And when I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, bro, like, I was the kid in the house looking at Michael Jackson on like the Motown special and looking at Prince. Like, the first time I saw Prince was at Six Flags. Prince opened up for Kool in the Game. I was 12, 13 years old. And, like, for me to see the first live acts was Prince and Kool in the Game, I was turned out. I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to be as wild as them and have hit records like the other guys.
You know what I tell people? You know the problem with the music business? They want NWA. They just don't want niggas.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, they want NWA. They want Straight Outta Compton. They want to make money off it. They just don't want niggas in the room.
Right. They don't want us to be smart enough to earn it, to own it, King. Like, that's the part that I'm kind of like looking at it. Like, it just seemed like I can show you just by P and Coach running shit and still never getting the respect of what other motherfuckers. If they was from New York, they would be up here.
Period.
Up here.
Period.
But
He's not wrong
the
about
whole
that.
success of Migos, Lil Baby, is like this. If we don't control it, and it's like, you act like we can't see that?
You know what I said to people?
I just be asking, do you think we can't see that?
You know, I told this to Jermaine Dupri. The part that went viral was when he said, I created 106 Park. I told him this. I said, I guarantee you, if Puff said that, everybody would have believed.
It would not be no beef.
It wouldn't have been no question.
Right.
But because someone from Atlanta said that they created something that New York celebrated, we couldn't handle that. And he was like, man, I never thought about it like that. I'm like, bro, if Jay-Z came out and said, man, I created 106 Park, everybody would be like, yo, Hov did it. But Atlanta nigga said it, and the world was like, nigga, you got some fucking nerve.
No. And then Stephen Hill ain't popped up out of nowhere. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
No, you didn't. And that's the part. It's
Yeah.
like it has been an official pushback from the industry, from us the whole time. I watch executives go to New York. As soon as they open their mouth, they out of there.
Can I tell you something?
That's all I'm saying.
I
It just seems like every time the Atlanta niggas could do everything, brain acts, brain producers, soon as they open their mouth, well, yo, you know, we don't do it that way. Oh, you headed back home.
Can I tell you something?
Goddamn.
Any label, and you can challenge me, any label in Atlanta history that was properly funded ran the game.
Right.
Any label. LaFace.
Right.
Like, how many people came from LaFace? They were funded. Look at this. Like, look at even when Rico Wade and them had their label and everything else. Like QC had to fight. Jermaine, any label in Atlanta that was fully funded won. Period.
But then check this out. As soon as those executives tried to use the power and the sales that they helped with these artists and tried to go to New York, none of them made it. None of them made it. Even walking great acts like Outkast and Goody Mob and TLC. Shanti Dawg should have been running one of these labels right now. Like, they have not given the girls the respect. They ain't given the executives the respect. And then you sit back and act like, wow, we got a problem. Because you keep talking about one motherfucker and his success and keep trying to drive it down our throat like we supposed to bow. And it's like, what do you mean? We've been running the fucking streets for 20 years. And why it ain't one South nigga that's running one of these labels?
You know what I want to say?
That's the only thing I'm saying.
I don't got an answer to that one. But New York is going against a whole little region. Like, y'all are the whole South against New York.
No, it's not.
But it's not
No,
like
they
that.
ain't mentioned nobody else. They ain't saying nothing about Philly.
No.
Y'all bothering me about New York by itself. It's fine. We'll stand on it. We can go against the whole region.
Tamira, let me tell you what he said. Hold on. I'm about to say, he's talking about a system. And that system is New York based.
Not the people. I had the best times of my life in New York. New York would never be the same before the towers fell. If you wasn't running around New York when the towers was up, New York was a whole different world of love and just everybody wanted to really win, change the culture. When the towers fell, New York just felt different to me. My ex-wife was in New York when that happened. So she walked out of New York through the Brooklyn Bridge, Joy. So I've always had a very special connection with New York. I had a girl stayed in Brooklyn, man. Hey man, what you talking about? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So my you gotta understand, Coltrane was the first one to bring me to New York and take me to Esco and put me in magazines. Say, Gipp, you fresh. The two brothers that own Frank 151, Steve, and his brother, Mike. We were the first to be throwing parties in the meatpacking district at Frank's Steakhouse. That's when I first met Mr. Kanye West. I met a lot of these people before they was even somebody. So for me personally, I'm understanding the system. I'm understanding the system of them, not the people, the city of New York, the hip hop community of New York. I'm talking about them suits, man. Them peoples that I be like, bruh, I ain't even never meet your kind I got in the rap music. You want me to respect something about you, but you'll sit here and tell me I'm gonna make you a star all day. Motherfucker, this ain't even your money.
And I am a star.
This ain't even your money though. You trying to goddamn buy my soul, and you trying to do me like the rabbit with the little goddamn little thing in front of my. This ain't even your motherfucking money. See, that's my problem with them peoples up there. They sit down and treat you like you ain't shit.
And they spending somebody else's money.
And they spending somebody else's money.
That's a good point.
You see what I'm saying? But we in turn a dirt hill into a goddamn stone mountain. But you telling me if my value in something that I created for myself, pussy, you got put in that seat.
And call them names.
You see what I'm saying?
You people made, he man made.
That's all I'm saying. So when these people walk around and act, you see them. 1 minute they were this artist, next minute they were that artist. Motherfuckers don't care about neither one of them. So until we as artists start talking to each other, say, hey man, you know he cap.
It's the face he makes with the cap.
You know that cap over there, man. Don't believe that cap. That shit look good. So that's that cap. You know what I mean? Until we start telling the truth with each other, then why do you need to call your biggest artist in here to sucker me into signing some junk? Now you using somebody that I look up to as an artist to sign away my life. Now we ain't gonna be honest with each other like that, then shit, we all taking each other to the slaughter. Cause my thing be this, why everybody don't want to play when everybody learn the rules? It seems like the game changed once we learned the rules.
Yep. Yes.
Now tell me this, what gave the power of a group of people to walk into a room and change the whole way we make records and how we get paid? Why? Because they said, I don't want another 50 Cent, I don't want another Jay-Z, I don't want another goddamn Eminem. We gonna change these goddamn rules, okay? But who gave y'all the power to do that? Now, check this out. 20 years later, I wasn't even supposed to be in the game no more. Now, my contracts that I signed ain't got nothing to do with the payments that you and turned into a whole different streaming system. Now, goddamn it, now who gonna pay me for the way you told me I was gonna get paid when I first signed the contracts? Okay? That mean you ain't did nothing but turned a penny into 1/4. What the fuck is a 1/4 of a penny?
Yep.
So there it is again, ladies and gentlemen. Every time we start creating wealth for ourselves and start understanding the game we playing, somebody walks in that don't look like us into a room and tells 2-3 other black execs, this is what we about to do. We gonna rob the shit out of them. Before they know,
I swear to God.
before they know what's going on,
I
we
think
out
that's
the door.
exactly what they say.
And then as soon as they figure out what we doing, we selling the company. We out of here. Fuck him. He belong to Buddy though.
That's it.
Come on, man. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. I just understand y'all game, and I'm not up for sale. I don't care how long you don't fuck with me. I ain't never did a publishing deal.
Oh.
Goody Mom on everything we ever
I
recorded.
know that's right.
But then you can sit around there everybody talking about they love you. Why them folk all own all y'all publishing deal and they love you?
Say that.
How a person don't write nothing, don't do no beats, got all the publishing.
Masters.
Boy, came through and goddamn hit you with that buddy card, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
What's up, bud? See?
Oh,
Now all these artists from the 90s run around telling me, I ain't got no publishing, no money for my kid. Where your folk at? Your folk did that to you, didn't he? And then he bought your publishing with somebody else's money. Hold up.
Zog. I want to just piggyback off the first time I seen what he's speaking on and piggyback about the system and it being rigged or how artists can be compromised. As a fan, the two things that stood out in my eyes was Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt. He had his whole set, everything. I was sold. Next album, Compromise. Shiny suits, videos looking like Puffy. I'm like, okay, the system got to him. Next time I seen him with Nas, Super, Gully, Illmatic, everything. What happened? Get him on the track with Genuine. Like how you said, he got to play the game. Genuine, you owe me. That wasn't Nas, but somebody from the system said,
Right.
this is what
You got to do.
you gotta do. And I never seen this man compromise his integrity and artistry for the system.
And then for all y'all that a lot of people like, hey man, Gipp, man, you're a washed up ass rapper, man. You just talking shit. I said, well, look here, man. Let's pull it out then, Jack. Everything me and my crew touched for the first 5 albums, platinum. Yeah. I was on the first platinum Lil Jon album. I was on the first platinum Triple Six Mafia album. First platinum UGK album. Then left here, went and got with Nelly. We sold Gold. Then we did Sweatsuit 8 million. Then we did Grill, that did 9 million. Then I left there, jumped on Outkast 2010. That did Diamond. What y'all talking about washed up rapper at? I don't know what you're talking about. I go to the mailbox.
Every time right here, baby. Talk that shit.
I go to the mailbox, Jack. So, you might not see Gipp all the time, but Gipp did his already and owned everything I ever did. Jack, I'm not a sucker. You know what I mean? And man, hey man, we got offered our first publishing deal after Cell Therapy. CeeLo was so mad at me. He said, God damn it, big brother. God damn it. And we got up in there, and them folks said, $250,000. I said, shit. That ain't no money. And they said, Gipp, why you say that? I said, because we recorded our first album in Curtis Mayfield house. And he told me, he said, Gipp, don't you sell that publishing till you ready to walk away. And I kept that with me. And after that, he said, Gipp, go in my closet and get anything you want to wear. I went in there and got a sweatsuit, and that's the sweatsuit I wore on our first album cover, Soul Food. That's Curtis Mayfield sweatsuit I got on. So I've been protected by the gods and been told by the gods how to do things. So I've been pissing off my rap counterparts and executives for a long time because I ain't never gave a fuck. No, Jean Carr, my auntie, buddy, she had a gold record in the 70s. You wasn't even in the game. Why I'm going to listen to you before I listen to her? I can call her right now. She's still on tour getting money. So for those, hey, how did I survive? Because I was brought in by a leader from Washington High School, graduated with Gladys Knight. They moved to Philadelphia International. Yeah, the music go real deep with Gipp. Met Stevie Wonder at that lady house. That's the first time I knew that man could goddamn see.
Oh.
So he kept goddamn grabbing her on like this shit. I said, boy, that man that can see, man. You bullshitting, shawty.
I bet he can.
There's a lot of people that said they met Stevie Wonder. They said he can see.
So you say a lot of controversial things, right? So one of the things that had us all in this office arguing earlier was you had said something about Tupac, something like if Tupac was alive, Jay-Z and Beyonce wouldn't be together.
Okay, let me say that. No disrespect to the two. I love Beyonce, I love Jay-Z. I'm just saying that. I knew Tupac Shakur. God damn it. And I'm telling you, Tupac Shakur, when he rocked this world, he'll pull up to your house with your boyfriend in there.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh, wow.
Ass Rising.
Ass who?
Ask Andre Rising.
Hold on, tell me that story. I never heard that story.
Ask Andre Rising. Before the fire. Hey, bro. He was in the house. Limousine pull up. Door kick open. Bloop.
Bloop.
He ain't see nothing but that little goddamn. Who was that? Tupac. Where she going? Lisa get in the car, drove right on up the street.
Stop it.
Huh? He was that type of dude. Hey man, Janet Jackson, he was all over on that set back then. In her face, what's happening? Baby, what's happening? Hey, Colada. Hey, bro. Colada Jones. Come on, folks. Was she somebody else, man, when he met her? Yeah. Okay. Let's go on down to Faith. Now look, I get to LA. Pop called me, he say, Gipp, come over here to the studio. I got some shit to let you hear, Gipp. I said, I'll be over there in a minute, Pop. Let me get these niggas ready. I walk in the room. We at Death Row Studio. I walk in the room, pocking the motherfucking booth, rapping with a goddamn glass of Hennessy and a cigarette, a Newport, nigga, rapping, flawless. Hey, man, y'all niggas sit down and check it out. When I look, I say, damn, what you doing here, left eye? What you doing, sis? Shit, I'm kicking it with Pop. Then I look over here. Damn, that his girlfriend. She's standing in the corner with a full-length mink on.
Who?
With the bodyguard. Pop girlfriend at the time.
Okay.
But Lisa just came in. He was like, but go stand in the corner. Yeah, Lisa here. So just imagine me walking out. He's sitting down. Like, Gipp. Hold up. Where the 8 ball at? Him and Lisa pull out 8 balls. They got tall cans of Old E. Before he played the song, he said, I got something to let you hear, cuz. I said, what? He hit the button. It was hit 'em up.
I would have left the studio.
I'm sitting
I
up
gotta
there
go.
like
What?
I'm sitting there like this.
He played you, hit him up?
Yeah.
Oh no.
What was his reaction? What was his reaction?
This is the first time anybody.
Okay, so I need. Hold on, you got to
This
finish
the
this. Hold on.
first time.
So you in the room? He pressed play. You hit.
I knew
When
he
you
was
hear
gonna
the
say-
song, what's
I knew he
happening?
was gonna say
Nigga, my
that.
mouth fall to the floor.
Facts.
I'm just like, fuck you in, fuck you
Yeah.
boy. Oh,
You-
Jesus. Hey, look here. Now, 20 years later now who been running around? I ain't did nothing. Now, the other day, I looked at Corrupt, Death Row, but Gipp. You know that girl came around you. Gipp, you know light skin came through here, Gipp. Gipp, you know light skin came through here. Hey, boy.
I love Gipp.
Hey, Drew Down was in the room when she came in there. Hold up.
Drew Down was a pimp.
Pimping. Pimping was in there. He seen it. Oh, Faith came through there. Yeah. So what does that tell you? 25 years later, was he lying? He wasn't never lying. When it came to them brawls, he ain't lying. Now, I only said that because I knew the character he was. He wanted the biggest and bad. When Janet Jackson was it, I want to be with Janet Jackson. And she it, I want to be with her. Pop would have came to New York. Whoever was the baddest. Now, Beyonce used to be right over there in Silent Sound, folks, in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
We know.
Darryl
Beyonce.
Simmons.
Look, partner, Beyonce is just one of many in the South. I had many Beyoncés. Huh? That's the normal Southern girl.
Yeah.
Alabama, that's Beyonce. Texas, Beyonce. Louisiana.
Well, I will say that Beyonce is that's Beyonce the physical, the figure.
Yes,
Beyonce the artist is rare and like
rare.
Yes,
just rare.
Right,
but
yeah.
I'm just saying, just the girl
Yeah, I
itself and what it looks like.
She definitely is a Southern around the way girl, like
Right.
beautiful
You
Southern
know what I
around the way
mean?
girl.
So I'm
Southern
saying,
belle.
with all due respect, like she is the queen. You know what I mean? But I'm saying, like, I know this man. This man was like, he had no fear, and at that time, hey, bro, it wasn't no girl. It wasn't no way he walk in the room, your bitch gonna look. That's all I'm gonna say. You just gotta have that kind of heart. I said when he came in, when we would go to Nicki's and Magic City, hey man, he made the pimps mad, man. The girls over there trying to be with him, not trying to get no monies.
He made the pimps mad.
I'm just saying, we got kicked out of Nicki's, man. It's you can see it. When he got kicked out of Nicki's, he hanging out of the beans like, fuck them people. Yeah, me, him, DOC, MC Breed. Yeah, we together. Oh, wow. So you got to understand, Gippy walked with the man. I knew what kind of man he was. He didn't have to have no money for nothing. When he walked in the room, hey, baby, them girl was like, whoo, there go Tupac. And you just had to be strong enough to handle it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it wasn't no disrespect. I was just saying that he was that kind of guy. He wanted, just like Jay would want, he wanted to be, I got the baddest chick in the game. That's how he was.
I get what you're saying now. So
That's
basically
all.
you're saying
it was no
Jay-Z,
disrespect in it.
Pac was a bigger star, so if he wanted Beyonce,
He
that's
went
what
after
you said.
Janet Jackson.
Yeah.
So what was Beyonce? Beyonce wasn't even the beat in. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying,
I get what you're saying
that
now.
was his thing. Like, well, when I get to Atlanta, I like that left eye, boy. Who she go with, Gipp? Andre Rison. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna goddamn strut for her, see if she goddamn look. You You know what I mean? And that's the kind of time you gotta look. That's the kind of time Atlanta always been. We've been on some player shit. First time I seen Deion Sanders standing up in Magic City with a red punch on, all the gold on like a Miami D-boy with a curl, with a big old phone. Hey, man, that was Atlanta, man. That was like Atlanta and Miami culture is damn near married at the hip.
And Oakland. I put Oakland.
You know what I
in there,
mean?
too.
Like, if you get there, so a country fly nigga, man, a girl like that. Hey, man, what's happening? You know, you gonna pay some bills and come home at night.
I will say that. One thing I will say is, I met Jay-Z a couple times. That is the coolest human being I've ever met in my life. I never met Tupac. But Jay-Z is the coolest
And that's
black
all
man I ever met. So I understand where you're coming from, but Jay
it was
that
just
nigga,
the movies.
yo, this nigga said, I was listening to this nigga in the gym today. I was listening to Dead President. This nigga said the illest line I think in rap history.
Let me hear.
That nigga said, you ain't gonna like it, by the way. So I'm saying,
Get that out the way now.
Don Vito, that nigga said, this is 1995. That nigga said, I'm still spending money from 88. It's like, when you think about it, it's like, this in 95. He said he's still spending money from the 80s. That nigga, I think he was the nigga and he had a plan. And the best way I always say, because everybody do the Jay-Z versus Tupac comparison. I always say, they both
they're totally different.
Hear me out. This is my theory. They both was full cups of water.
Yes.
And their career was a seed. And I just think that while Jay-Z slowly poured,
yes,
and watch his shit grow,
yes.
Tupac,
yeah,
he was kind of like, I don't know how long I'm gonna be here, but while I'm here, I'm gonna fucking live my life. Yeah.
It's 5 years.
5 years. He did those movies, those albums, those films, that personal life, that drama, that court cases was all within the span of 5 years.
And all and then on top of that, dude still dropping some music this month. Like, bro, when I just be like, well, you know, if a nigga can die and still got some music 20 years later, goddamn it, he got to be in the top 1 to 1. Goddamn, I don't know nobody that been gone 25 years and still got some new music. So that lets you know that he recorded every fucking minute of the day.
Yeah.
And that was extra. If you look at him, he set the game for what the game became.
I gotta ask Gipp a question. I need this from Gipp.
What's
I
up?
need your top 5 rappers. All time.
No. I'm gonna give you my top 5 rappers.
All time.
No.
From you go to 5 to 1 or 1 to 5. It don't matter. But I want them in order.
Okay.
No, I just gotta get this.
Okay. I don't want them in no particular order.
Okay, just give me a 5 then.
And this is gonna be on material based on that. Okay. Pop, Andre 3000, Jay-Z, Dr. Dre. Reason because of the material.
I got you.
Nobody's beating him on material.
Got you.
Ice Cube.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm happy that Jay-Z is in your top 5.
Me too. I was like,
because I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, like JJ.
He's number 1 on my list.
It's never I'm Jay's so goddamn technical and so fly at what he do. Nobody can take that away from him. I'm all about the artist. So it's like, man, that's why I said you have mastered your lane. You know what I mean? Now the next man, Cube, I have wrote for NWA. I have wrote for so many. I have wrote for Eazy-E. I have been through decades of this shit. You got to get at the Cube. Dr. Dre, nobody beats Dr. Dre as far as production. He's the only rap producer that can sit down and go against Teddy Riley. He been in the game that long. So don't even play with the production shit. That's Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when you go to that, 3000, because he's the only rapper that I've ever seen transcend from a street rapper to a fucking rock star. Okay? All right? And the 5th for me, you know, Pop, is just that he had everything. He had TV, he had movies, and he understood the magnitude of being a star. Every minute of the day, he understood what a star was. And I think everybody that I named, they kind of had to grow into that. When Pac coming from New York, having that extra shit all the time, spoke well, and that he had went to school for acting. It gave him a little more advantage over the average street rapper that hadn't been kind of educated like him.
I'm sorry, I got to do this. I just got to do this because you made me think of something else. Now I got another question. Top 5 for you. Give me your top 5 stars in rap, because I think that you just
let
gave
me give you
stars.
Okay, let's go stars. Puff, star. Nelly, a motherfucking star.
Yes.
50, a motherfucking star. He's a motherfucking star. He's a juggernaut when it comes to the shit he does. LL Cool J.
That nigga LL is nigga, bro. We don't get that nigga no props, bro.
LL Cool J.
Oh my God.
LL Cool J. And the last, you can't leave him out. Eminem.
Now I could take Eminem being a star.
Because he represents his culture. So his culture, his city, and everything about it. And me, that I was friends with his best friend Proof, and I was with him the second night, the night before he got killed. You know, like I understood why Proof was his dog. You know what I mean?
He was a real one.
He was that was the fire.
James, I'm sorry, I gotta do this. I gotta ask you, then I'm gonna do you. Get ready. Give me a top 5 rappers, and then give me a top 5 rap stars.
5 rappers.
I asked him about R&B.
Nah, I know some rap shit too.
Okay,
Look at that nigga sneakers. Look at that nigga sneakers. That nigga know rap. That nigga sneakers. Them rap sneakers.
Queens,
He got some sneakers
New York.
on.
Come on, man.
New York, right?
Come on, man.
You should have been backing me up on something.
Nah, man.
I got a New Yorker sitting next
I
to me
couldn't
the
do
whole
it,
time
baby.
and got no
I couldn't
backup.
do it. I couldn't do it.
Been here too long.
50. I gotta put 50.
So this is top 5 rappers.
Top 5 rappers.
Okay.
50. I gotta put 50. Ye. Gotta put Ye. Wow.
You done lost
I think I had all.
Man, 50 Ye. You know what? I'm gonna take it back. I gotta do Ecstasy from Houdini.
Wow.
Haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love Ian.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ian Birkenhouse. Everybody get up for Ian Birkenhouse. We gotta celebrate Ian. We gonna get him on the show. Come, Vito, set that up. Go ahead.
Man, 50 Ye, X, DMX.
Of course.
And I gotta put Jay-Z.
That's 4.
That's 4?
50.
That's 5.
That's 5.
Who's your 5th? Who's your 5?
I got 50, I got Ye, I got
Houdini.
X.
XC from Houdini.
Yeah. Yep.
At DMX, and then
DMX,
okay, cool,
and
and then
then Jay.
Jay-Z. Now, who are your top 5 rap stars?
Stars.
I like this question. Rap stars.
Yeah, that's different. I gotta put Pac in there. Pac, of course, star. I still think Ye is a rock star. That's a tough one, man. 50 got he absolutely
Rap
a star.
stars, cool.
50. I say Biggie too. Biggie was a star.
Yeah,
Biggie was a star.
Biggie was a star.
New face. Top 5 rappers, top 5 superstars.
My top 5 rappers, I'm putting Cube, Scarface, Nas, Tip, and Eminem.
He has a list. This man
he was
came
ready.
ready. You hear me?
He was ready.
You hear me?
He was ready.
He was
I
ready.
got Cube, Ice Cube, Scarface, Nas, Tip, and Eminem.
Top 5 rappers.
My stars, I'm going Pac, Ye, 50, Puff, and honorable mention in Future. Oh no. Oh yeah. Okay. Puff, 50, Ye, Tupac, Future, and then I was saying Cardi B.
Thank you. Somebody mentioned a female, but I was waiting for y'all to do
All
a
right,
female
all
here.
right,
Because
all right.
when I'm thinking about separating them from star, what y'all kikiing
You want to
about?
give your top 5, Tamira?
No, I don't. I do
Arisa, I
not
know
want
you
no
don't like to
beef.
have that part.
But what I was gonna say is that like I'm thinking about like who could sell out stadiums, who has a crazy fan base, and who can like make people cry upon meeting them. Like that, because that to me was Michael Jackson's biggest thing. Like people would faint when they he stood on stage for like 10 minutes, didn't say nothing, and people just would scream the whole time. So that's a star to me.
Yeah.
So that's what I was putting as the pillar in my head when I was thinking about this.
I
But
should have said Mike too.
I'm gonna do my top 5 rappers and superstars. My top 5 changes. I ain't gonna lie. It's hard to stars. I'm gonna say
cannot
top
wait to
5
hear
rapper
this right
is no. It's easy. Number 1 is Jay. Number 2 is Ye.
I know that.
Number 3 is Drake. I'm gonna say Wayne, and I'm gonna say Jadakiss. Rap. Jadakiss is a fucking monster rapper. That nigga is ill.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Top 5 rap
Got
stars.
two.
This one is kind of hard, but I'm gonna spitball and see what I come up with. LL Cool J. I think LL Cool J is rap's first superstar.
Right.
If you are a rapper watching this, go look at LL Cool J I'm Bad video. We talked about this. You ain't never seen a nigga hungrier that shine more than that nigga.
Yeah.
That nigga. So I would say LL Cool J. I'm gonna say Ye. I'm gonna say Wayne.
Right.
I'm thinking superstar. I'm just thinking superstar. I kind of want to say, for right now, no. I'm gonna say Kendrick.
Oh, good one.
The interest in him is incredible. And I'm gonna say the 5th one, Andre 3000. Superstar, rap superstar. Hey nigga, ain't nobody. What who you gonna say? Nah, Snoop was more of a Snoop wasn't to me a superstar. He's big, but I'm
He's a
talking about
household name, for
rap to
sure.
me, like rap to me is about like everybody I named, I think at some point in time, the entire business emulated them.
Right.
Like that's what I was going for. I was going for like who shined the brightest. Like LL Cool J is the kid.
Yeah.
He's the one. Kendrick, dog, I don't give a fuck what you say. Kendrick performed at the Super Bowl with Dre, Eminem, Snoop, Mary.
That was big.
Nobody captivated the audience like Kendrick. It was like this nigga had choreography and shit. Like who the fuck? Like Dickie suits. Like dog. We was at the Grammys. And I think to me, superstars to me is someone who is going to be themselves no matter what. And if you was at the Grammys, I was there. Kendrick came up.
I'm talking about that was
like a regular ass nigga. Like he doesn't allow the moment to control him.
Right.
He is the moment. And to me, that's what I think. Like Lil Wayne don't give a fuck if it's 100,000 people in the audience or one.
Yeah.
He gonna be Wayne. That's how I'm looking at a superstar. I'm looking like Snoop's music drove him to me. But Wayne was just like, to me, mind you, I might change my opinion tomorrow, rightfully so. I'm the host, so I can change my opinion. But I mean, like, because I know it's going to be somebody that's going to hit me and be like, you forgot such and such. But I'm really thinking about, like, LL Cool J was the nigga that made it. Oh, that nigga is incredible.
Yeah, he was incredible.
I just think the only thing that hurt him is he lasted. Like, because sometimes when you last, people get a chance to see you be human. But I'm talking about, hey, nigga, when that nigga come out with I'm Bad, first love song in hip-hop history, I Need Love. When that nigga come out like, nigga, that nigga, and dog, watch I'm Bad video for anybody that want to rap. This nigga was like, it was like 5 niggas in the video, bro. It was like, he was 5 people, kissing the girl, dapping this man, hitting the DJ, jumping up and down, nigga, crush you like a jelly bean. That nigga was like, like that nigga believe that shit. That was like, nigga, you are a motherfucking star, nigga. Like, who the fuck made you, nigga? Like, Kango hat, that nigga is still, he is that. Like, pay attention. So, all right, cool.
No,
so
I want to play Put Your Money Where Your Mouth Is.
I'm about to say, we're gonna get to put your money where your mouth is. Gipp agreed to
This
play.
gonna be
James
good.
agreed to play. We're gonna let New Face off because he played already. He's actually the only person in history that played the show that answered every question. He didn't get a kids, nothing.
Yeah, that's a problem.
New Face said, fuck them kids. I'm about to ask my goddamn
He
question.
said he was going to stand on it.
New Face said, fuck them. New Face stood on it. I was like, I'm gonna get him with this one. No, them kids are not getting nothing of my money. Gonna feed my kids. So the concept of the show is we're gonna give you 3 artists. You're gonna have to sign one, drop one, develop one. You pick the criteria. Obviously, Gipp, you have yours. James, you have yours. And if you don't want to answer, Dre, raise your hand. That guy right there runs a nonprofit that supports producers and songwriters and creatives. And we just donate $20 for every time you don't want to answer to the nonprofit. You write the money off. It's on TV. Kid, by the way, no one loses. This is not like those other shows where they make you smoke and drink and do coke and all the other good shit, and then you be leaving fucked up. We're trying to do a little something positive for the kids. By the way, I love those other shows. Okay. But hear me out. I love those other shows. By the way, when Gipp started telling the story about Pac in Left Eye and the 8 Ball, I was like, is he about to tell him it's a coke story? Is he about to tell him it's a coke story? Tupac in Left Eye was on coke? And I was like, no, 8 Ball. I was like, oh, okay. I'm about to say, like, nigga. I was like, hold on, it was on coke. This one. It was coke in the room. Glorious cocaine. It was glorious cocaine in the room. Exactly.
That's the key word.
So basically, we're gonna give you guys some artists. You guys get to sign one, drop one, develop one, and if you don't want to answer, just donate 20 to the kids. It's a win-win. So we're gonna go first. Let me look at the list. We be having lists all over the place. I got like 8 lists, but let me give you one that I think is good, Gipp, because I'm. Okay, this is a good one. Hard Boys, Ghetto Mafia, 8 Ball, and MJG. You R&B. I'm gonna give you some R&B ones. I'm gonna get this a Gipp question.
Okay. We gonna sign 8 Ball MJG.
Coming now.
Hard Boys. Oh man, Hard Boys.
This Cooley C. We need Cooley C to give us answer. Cooley C gave us this one too. He set you up, nigga.
Oh boy.
I had to read that one like
I guess the kids get some money.
Yeah. $20 for the kids. $20 for the kids. $20 for the kids.
Little money.
Hold on, James, R&B singer. I'm about to go to you.
Okay.
All right.
I'm not off the hook.
R&B singer. Usher, Chris Brown, R. Kelly.
You
got platinum.
I'm signing Chris.
Okay, we signing Chris.
I gotta go with developing. Give me that last two again. R. Kelly and who?
R. Kelly,
Usher.
Usher. I'll develop Usher.
R. Kelly's out of there.
Yeah.
You
All right.
dropping Kels?
He got to.
So you're not gonna own a nation?
Nah.
All right, cool. I got another one. This is a good one for. Oh, I can't ask this one.
What?
I'm gonna ask this one. This for Gipp. NWA. It's gonna be easy, but I'm gonna set you up. NWA, Outkast, Public Enemy.
Get them children some money.
$40 for the kids. $40 for the kids.
Y'all making it easy.
$40 for the kids. James, we got you going. We got you. Hold on, James. James, we got you. You ready?
Okay.
All right. Monica, Brandy, Keisha Cole.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
The kids got some money, man.
$60 for the kids. Try the kids to get money.
We might have to raise the amount because they choosing this 20 a little too easy over here.
It's good for the kids, man. The kids is good, man. We wanted the kids to win, man. All right, cool. I got another one. This for you, Gipp. Snoop Dogg, Nipsey, Kendrick.
Nipsey.
Snoop, Kendrick.
Okay. Kendrick first. We're gonna sign Kendrick.
He's incredible.
Okay. You gotta go with Snoop.
Develop.
Yeah, you gotta go with Snoop. Cause at the end of the day, we know that Snoop can act and he a triple threat. So we didn't really get to know and learn Nip enough.
Got you.
To know. So yeah, man.
Okay.
Kendrick and Snoop.
All right.
So, Destiny's Child, Escape, TLC.
Oh, I don't got to answer that one.
I can't wait to play this game with Ian, by the way. Ian, I can't wait to play this game with you. I'm going to have Cooley C every show. He going to have to write the list. This is Cooley C, by the way. This is not me, guys. This is Cooley C.
I'm signing TLC. You said Escape and who else?
Destiny's
Child.
Which Destiny? Oh.
It don't matter.
You're right.
Destiny's Child.
Right. That's the leading factor.
I'm developing Destiny's Child.
We dropping Escape.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop. And I love.
You have to say it. You have to say it.
I love Escape. I do.
Gotta
we try not to
gotta
say
finish
it.
it.
We just seen Candy. I love you, Candy. I love you, Candy.
We just see it, man.
Gipp, Young Jeezy, Future, Lil Baby.
I'm gonna get the
Go on,
kids some
go on.
money.
Yeah,
Hey, that's for the kids, Dre. Dre, the kids are gonna eat. We need to send a video to Gipp saying the kids eat Chick-fil-A, letting Gipp see the kids got the food. We gotta feed the food. We gotta feed the kids, Dre.
Damn.
Hold on. You ready? I'm ready. You ready for
Okay,
you?
let's go,
I'm ready
let's
for
go.
you, James.
Let's go.
All right, cool. I'm gonna give you. Hold on. Summer Walker, Her, Scissor. You want to do songs all three? I know you do. So you. I would donate money to the kids. I would donate money.
That's a great one.
That's a good one. That's a good one. The kids got
The kids are winning again, guys. The kids win. Dre, them kids are gonna. Do not get them kids hibachi food. Because you're getting money, they got a good day for you. We're gonna give them some. We're gonna feed them some regular stuff. All right. I'm on. This is for you, Gipp. All right, I'm gonna give you this: Tupac, Biggie, DMX.
In that sense, you got to go with DMX and Pop. You just got to get the kids some money.
At the end of the day, you just gotta get a kid some money.
Yeah, you try.
You know what? Kids are really hungry. We're gonna get the kids some money, man.
That's why
All right, cool. We got a couple more, then we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna a couple more. This is more fun. Ooh, I got one for you.
Okay.
I got two more for you, two more for you.
All right.
This is gonna be a good one. Silk, Jodeci, H-Town.
Shout out to Silk because I work with Silk.
I'm biased.
I'm not being biased on this. I would sign Silk. I would sign Silk.
Ian Burke's face.
I would sign Silk. H-Town who?
And Jodeci.
Jodeci.
I would definitely develop Jodeci.
So we send an H-Town home.
H-Town's out of here.
Yeah, H-Town is out.
All right, Gipp, two more for you. This one more. All right, cool. I'm gonna give you some Atlanta love. Raheem the Dream, Kilo, DJ Kizzy Rock.
See, I'm a sign Raheem. Raheem.
You scared?
Yeah, let's see Raheem, because Raheem was the first one to take that base in Atlanta and make it a business. So I'm gonna take Raheem and I'm gonna develop Kilo. I love Kids of Rock because he's gonna be over there at Gresham and sharing showcase. So we'll get to him later.
Yeah, shawty, yeah.
We gonna get Kids are gonna be there.
He dropping Kizzy Rock. Hold on,
Hey,
James.
Sharon Showcase, we ain't drop him. He went to Sharon.
James, it's your last one.
Okay.
You ready?
What's up?
All right. The Dream, Trey Songz, Neo.
That's a good one. That's a real good one. Yeah, I can't. That kids got it.
The kids win again. That's 140 for my estimation. That's 140 my estimation. Dre, we're gonna love this. Make sure you send them the paperwork to let them know it's a real nonprofit and we're not taking the money and you're not taking it to Magic City tonight. We need them to see the articles that it's a real nonprofit. We're gonna put the nonprofit under there and he's gonna present it. All right, cool. Hold on. Gipp, this your last one. Jay-Z, Kanye West, Drake.
I take all them.
Yep.
I sign all them.
So does that mean that the kids
win
again?
I take all them. I take all them.
So before we get to credit check, I want to talk about the EP that you guys dropped, and how you guys came together, because it's a really interesting story. So I want you to just give us the EP, the drop on the EP. That's what we need. The project.
Really, it all started. I was in a session one night with Corrupt, and at the time we were working on a couple different records. Corrupt was living in Atlanta, and my studio was the studio he was recording at. And we were
Real
working on this
flex.
record called Top of the World.
Real flex. You
A
had a
little
studio.
flex.
I love that.
Sprinkled it in.
This man got Grammys. He ain't no newbie.
Nah,
Let's get it.
We ain't newbie over here.
Okay.
But we were working on this record called Top of the World that Corrupt was working on. He wanted me to do the hook. So we did the hook. He recorded his verse. So after he got out the booth, he said, "Look, James, what you think about putting Big Gipp on this?" I said, that's different. Like his tone, I would love to see what his tone would sound like on something like that. So he was like, all right, I'm gonna call him. So he called him. Gipp came through about 30 minutes later. He walked in and he wrote his verse right on the spot. So he went in, did his verse, and this is all three of us on the record. So 2 days later, Corrupt called me and called him saying, "Hey, I'm going back to Vegas. It's too cold." So I'm like, "Damn, bro, like you just gonna hop just like that?" But all right. So we ain't heard from Corrupt in months after that.
Wow.
So I'm like, well, we can't let this go to waste. So I said, Gipp, look, let's just make a catalog of records and see what we could do. So that turned into us doing another record called Night Drive with a John William flautist. And the record did well. Then we did another record called TikTok, me and Gipp, which got nominated for a Grammy. And we just kept it moving. So, by us just having a good working relationship, we said, look, man, let's just do a whole project. So that's what birthed the new EP. But what really gelled it was you just wanted to make something that felt good, that was organic. We ain't chasing nothing. We ain't chasing nobody's sound. Look, we just got concepts. Let's work on it. And then that was it.
So I gotta ask you a question. Are you James Worthy's son, or you just got the same name? I'm just curious.
That's my birth name. My
Okay.
mama gave me that name.
You guys don't know James Worthy is a very famous battle. I remember when I first saw the project, like, Gipp got a project with Drake, the nigga rapping. Oh shit, he played one movie. He win Legend in 2 games. So I had to look at it. I was like, oh, got you.
Yeah.
So the EP is called
Gipp and Worthy. Gipp and
See,
Worthy.
it's like a basketball
Some
play,
players,
like
some
Jordan
players shit.
Pippen.
Yeah,
Play shit.
it's called player music. And we just dropped it.
And from what I know, this is the first time Gipp actually had a chance to talk directly to the women.
Yeah, because that's been a conversation that I've stayed away from my whole career, simply because having such intricate women in our life early, it was kind of hard to talk about our the dungeon got a real special array of baby mamas, so
Yes, y'all do.
so
Y'all do.
we really couldn't talk about.
He said an array of baby.
We couldn't really talk about our kind of relationship. I couldn't talk about relationships like that. You know what I mean? So now that I'm free and I met this man, and I was like, man, like he gave me another angle. He freed me as an artist. Like at this age I'm at, why am I talking tough to any other man when I could just talk to these women about what we could do together? And that's what I really got out of doing this project. Well, like, girls always want to know what Gipp and how I function with women. So James, he gave me the vehicle to be able to tell women how I really do it. They've been wondering for a long time, and it's still strong. It's still Stone Mountain around there. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We just trying to let them know, man. We still playing the game. It's just all about they want to get in the car.
So I would say if women want to hear real men,
yeah,
I would say that.
Yeah, I want them to go and get this music, man. We put 5. Jane called it a 5P hot. You know what I mean? We put this out. It's already doing very, very well. It's doing better numbers than I've seen in a long time. Where we at now, bro?
Look, we're going to be at the million in a minute. You know what I mean?
That.
We hit top 10 on the chart the day of. It dropped.
Oh, that's amazing.
Gipp and Worthy.
Yeah.
By the way, I want everybody to support because we need balance and we need honesty and we need real. And to me, you guys are the epitome of that. Even if you don't like the real, who cares?
But you know what? Something else too is with this project, I wanted to introduce, not even really introduce, but just remind people of the musicality of records.
That's what I'm saying, like real shit, like soul food,
like real production, real writing, like ownership of it. Like ain't nobody else writing our shit. Like we did it. You know what I mean? Like I'm the one producing, you know, alongside my partner, Ronell Sessoms, amazing musician. I kept it in house for those reasons alone.
You wanted to give them raw, uncut,
Yeah,
real.
and plus too, this is a project that we did in the studio together. It wasn't no sending files back and forth and sending verses back and forth. Like we both sat in the studio, created records and ideas. And you know what I mean? Like it wasn't really a thing of we trying to, oh, we gotta catch one for the radio. Or we gotta create something because this is hot right now. Like we literally just made something that felt good with the topics because we talking to women. Right? And I'm like, when I told him, look, let's use Top of the World. At first, we didn't think that was the one. But I kept telling him, I said, nah, man, that Top of the World is the one because not only where it came from when we initially met, but the meaning of it.
What's the meaning? Can you give it to us?
Basically, it's a metaphoric record because really his first verse is talking about a relationship, and then the second verse is talking about his relationship with music. And then the hook is talking about both at the same time.
Maybe Don Vito could work it out, but we could premiere it on the show. I don't know, Don Vito. We call that promo. We call that promoting our friends. You know, Don Vito got to figure out how to do it, but I would love to find a link because to me,
it's an amazing record, man. I'm really proud of it. I'm proud of the whole project, but that particular record is special to me.
I almost feel like Arsenio Hall. I wish I had like a performance. I'm like, he's gonna perform it later for you guys. Let's go. You're gonna see the song later on after the commercials. I just felt like saying. I just felt like Arsenio Hall at that moment. Like I just wanted to say
after this commercial break.
Speak on it too, because I've been listening to it for the probably past 3 days. You know what I'm saying? And I was there during the TikTok. Their first song they spoke about Grammy nominated, like you said. But again, this is a testament to Gipp's staying on code. Like R&B music today. We know what they talking about, what they rapping about, how they misogyny is in it. Throat baby, I want to hit her, but this is really like real player what R&B sounded like and what I think it should sound like.
Thank you.
I mean, again, he's staying on code. It doesn't sound like, you know, he's not trying to stay. They in their own. That's what I love about that they're winning too. It ain't gonna be on the charts, and I mean, you know, everybody not gonna know about it, but when they tap in, you're gonna hear quality. You're gonna hear Gipp doing what he do. The sound is there, the production is there, the product is there. It's just like Ray saying, man, let's support what we need. This is substance. Gipp Soul Food gave you this, so the resume speaks for itself. You know,
absolutely.
Always, I'm a fan.
Thank you, King.
Salute, bro.
There's a new face, like new face. Give it up for new face. New face is the teacher's pet. He said I listened to it for 3 days straight. I could recite every word. I'm over here like trying to catch up his shit. He's like, Ray, don't worry about it. I got it. I've been studying. I've been in the gym. I've been watching. I'm working out to the project tomorrow. I'm telling you now, and I'm gonna post it on my IG so niggas can see it's real.
Oh, thank you so much.
For sure. So before we go, we have this part of the show called Credit Check, where I would love for you guys, both of you guys, to take a minute to give a shout out, credit to someone who may be an unsung hero in your career that don't know. You know, and I mean, I like to try to stick to the industry because ideally this person takes this clip and shows people like, this is what I did. You know, this is proof that I've done those things. And we just want you guys to give some credit to some people, man, so they can leverage it.
You ready?
Go ahead, Gipp.
Yeah.
Gipp, by the way, you give 10 names. You don't have to stop. Just give it what you want.
Hey, I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to start just with my rap career. I'm going to start with Ian Burke.
Shout out to Ian Burke. By the way, before you finish, this is the second time Ian Burke has gotten credit on the Credit Check.
Ian Burke was the first one to take me to JD House on flat shows when he still stayed in the first house before he moved to the big house.
Yeah.
Before he came out with Crisscross, Ian Burke was really like the first person to really start structuring and showing us how to become groups, how to get ready to become, and how to do better, how to present yourself. He was the first. Like, I still remember his apartment over on Camilton Road. Like he always stayed in the neighborhood and always stayed close to T-bars. So
And I'm gonna say something, and I tell this, I go on record saying this. The first meeting, major meeting I've ever had in the music business was with Ian Burke.
That's right.
When I came up, they was like, "I'm gonna introduce you to Ian Burke. Y'all got something." Like that was the first time I ever heard his name, and I met with him. And I remember we was at the ASCAP office over there off of the Forest, and you came and you were just so like easy going. So Ian Burke is a legend. We need to celebrate this brother and rally around this brother and make sure he's supported because he's helped a lot of careers.
Yes, he has.
And he's actually he's actually the inspiration for Credit Check. I told him that, but I'll say it on record. When you think about people like Ian, who has played a hero in so many stories, but maybe didn't get the credit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And people might overlook that because the worst thing for you, somebody like you to do, my brother, is go tell people what you did. I did all these things. You know, like that's cool, but it means way more when someone else says it for you. So I just want to tell you, we celebrate you. And real talk, my nigga, you are a hometown hero. And I want you on Don Vito, I want him on a GAUDS Show. Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
Let's get him on there. So go ahead, Gipp. I'm sorry.
Ray Murray, because that's the person that brought me into music. That's the person that taught me how to rap. That's the person, he's my everything. He's my God.
What's his nickname?
That's Yoda.
Yoda.
That's Yoda, man. Like, so I guess the third would be my father. Because without him, it would be no me.
Can I just say something on the top of that? You can always tell the difference between a man that had his father in his life and a man that didn't. Because a man that has his father, no, I'm being honest with you. A man that has his father doesn't seek approval from anybody. His father gives him the approval. Ice Cube had his dad. You can always tell a man that had his father in his life because he doesn't seek approval.
Chuck D.
Yeah, it's just like Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, it's like
like Kobe Bryant had his dad. He don't give a fuck what y'all think.
And another thing about when you got your father, you rarely fall a victim to peer pressure.
Yeah.
Like you can walk away from peer pressure real with confidence when you're like, man, I ain't fucking with you, man. That old man gonna kill me, man. It's like you just don't do certain things because you know what he gonna do. So that's my three.
Jane?
I gotta give it up to Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston was one of the first people that showed me the industry. Like,
this is Whitney. Like this is real Whitney Houston. This is not like watching on TV and being inspired. Like this, you knew her.
This is her
Just making sure, because you like Whitney Houston. I'm like, shit, that's a big one. Then he like, she showed me. I'm like, hold on, did she show you or did you see it? And if she shows you, it's like, yo, what?
Nah, man, Whitney Houston was like my auntie, man.
Wow.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Bobby Christina, Bobby Jr., these all close people to me. Ecstasy Fletcher from Houdini, one of my huge mentors.
Now we understand why you said that was dope.
One of the guys. And I gotta give it up to my mother. My mother was a huge inspiration to me.
Give it up for moms, everybody. Give it up for his mom. We gotta celebrate black moms. And fathers too. Give it up for fathers, all right? I'm a father. Don Vito, clap. You're a damn father. Nigga, clap. Nigga, just do one clap. All right, Tamira, so you.
All right, so because this is the GAUDS Show, which stands for GOATs and Underdogs, I gotta ask you guys before you get out of here, do you consider yourselves GOATs or underdogs, and why?
I said underdog.
Why? Because you already Grammy winning. So
You realize you said that your first person you gave credit to is the greatest singer of all time.
I know.
Like, you was around greatness. It's like, man.
But, I'm only saying that because, my story's still being written.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
I like that.
What's something you got to accomplish for you to be like, you know what, I'm a GOAT now?
It's not really one thing. It's just, I keep going until I feel like I'm finished. And there's so many things that I feel like I have to finish in order for me to feel that way. You know what I mean? But as a creative, we never really stop. So to me, it's long lasting. You know what I mean? But, I never really give myself, big ups like that. I always let other people do it for me. You know what I mean? That's just how I keep my humility. But But yeah, you know, if you know, people tell me all the time that you know I'm a GOAT and all of that, but you know, I always let the work speak for itself.
My brother, Gipp.
I earned it.
Right. You come on now.
Let's talk.
You better say it.
I earned it. And small towns to big cities to around the globe 3-4 times. I earned it.
GOAT
And
status.
it can't take this away.
I'm telling you, you're a GOAT.
Right.
Let's give it up for Gibbs.
Yeah.
Yo, so by the way, I just want to tell y'all, I just met you, my brother. Thanks for coming. New face showed up. Bro, I love you. You know how I feel about you. And I ain't gonna let none of them fuck with you because I know your heart. And I know that whatever you speak, and even as you talking, people can get wrapped up in whatever they feel like you said. But what I heard was a man who cares about his people and wants his people to have other influences.
That's all.
And is willing to take on the game to make those other influences be heard. And I wanted to make sure that this interview wasn't salacious. It wasn't like drama filled. It was more about let Gipp speak. Cause I love Gipp. I know Gipp, and nigga, I'm supporting you to the day I go. You a GOAT to me, my brother.
Thank
my
you
love.
so much.
My love. By the way, this is the GAUDS Show, and we are out.
Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel.